Hey guys, thank you for waiting and obviously putting up with my quite horrid review of my Bowie book, which was meant to be spoiler free, though I sort of do admit that it did have some spoilers in there, though we know what happened in his career and what happened in the end. So today, as you can probably tell, my cough is sort of, on and off really. Probably can't really tell, but I feel there's like a tickle in my throat. But anyway, so today, as said, I'm going to do a comparison video between these two books, which is David Bowie 1 and the Mark Bolan. Both are biographies, both aren't written by, obviously not written by them, obviously not. But they are biographies, so they're by the same author, by Leslie Ann Jones. And so obviously these are two different people, though they were best friends, and they both entwined into becoming pioneers in their area of field, so glam rock. And with David, he was a bit, well, obviously he came after Bolan. Tony signed Mark up first, though I think David actually, I'm not sure what happened there, but I think obviously Bolan was there first and then David came a bit soon after, both in 1970, no, I think Bowie 1972 and Bolan 1971 in Top of the Pops. So Mark was obviously the glam rock, he pioneered glam rock, though at start he started with folky music, started Tyrannosaurus Rex with Steve Peregrine Took and Guy Finn and Steve Curry, who obviously quite weirdly died in a car crash, but it was an accident back in the day after my birthday, I think, 28th of April. So obviously he was pioneering glam rock. He did folky stuff before then, and Bowie, well, obviously was pioneering all in the music that we have today. He set the foundation for music that like Lady Gaga and U2 and Joy Division and who's the other goth one? Joy Division and I can't remember the other one. It's not with what's his name? Not the guy with the big hair who was in that sort of goth sort of electronic group. Can't remember his name. It'll come to me. Snowy Lowther is obviously a big fan of him. The Cure, there you go. I knew I'd get there in the end. Anyway, he started paving a way for them. So obviously they're two different people, though obviously Mark died. He was 29 when he died in a car crash 2 weeks before his 30th birthday. Obviously David lived longer than Mark. They were both obviously created. They worked together, obviously. So they're not really different between these two people. Obviously, David lived longer. So as you can see, the book is considerably, thicker than this one, because obviously David lived longer than he did. This one, there's got no coloured pages, though I understand that in the actual hardback cover there are coloured pages. Find something, coloured pages somewhere. Stop, if you can see it. There you go. There are two pictures that are the same in both these ones, such as this one here, the gold is green, and the one at the Mark show. There, though in this one they're coloured. I have two sets of coloured pictures, and I think this one only has about one set, I think. Yeah. I won't like show you every single picture in here, but as you said, you have to read the book yourself. I know it sounds pompous, but you have to read the book yourself, because for me personally, I actually recommend it and enjoyed it. Leslie's writing style is similar, but what the hell, it's not similar, at the same. Hence why I got this by the same this one by this particular author, then well, because they have same writing style, where it takes you into a journey, like through the 50s, late 40s, 50s, and what it was like in there, like pre-war period, and how they had to survive on rations and things like that. And I know for some people it might be like waffling on, but for me, who obviously didn't grow up in it, obviously, but for me, I enjoyed that. For me, it's like going on a not personal journey. For me, it's like actually going on the journey, same as this one. Obviously, because by the same author, she enables you to go on the same journey, different journey, but obviously it takes you on that visual ride, where it's like you feel like you're there, and that's why I think I enjoyed this one a bit more, because obviously, I really like Mark. What else was I going to say? So basically, there's not much comparison really. It's just obviously David lived longer than Mark did. This book is longer than this one for obvious reasons. Leslie knew David himself, knew David, so obviously this will get more love. I love the fact that she puts her reference points in the end, just to back herself up. And what I love the whole, obviously she's a journalist, so she obtains information from the people who knew him best, and that's what I like about her as a person. So David has, as you know, I'm not going to waffle on, but obviously he has many egos that he personifies, and he's not, when he's on stage, he obviously acts them, but once he isn't, but once he's off stage, he's shy and retired, and not unlike his stage persona at all. They both dabbled in drugs, and obviously they experimented as well in sexual acts, hence why David is bisexual, though in the end he married Eamon, I can't remember her name, how to pronounce her name, but eventually that announced to people that he was straight, though obviously it's quite weird, because he's so relatable to today's society that people can either come out as trans, people can actually enable to come out as trans or bisexual, and not be afraid of it anymore. So I think David would actually quite applaud that, even though he married, I'm not sure if he actually was bisexual in the end. Was in the end, no one really knew him, I don't think even George Underwood actually knew him. But in the end, no one really knew him. So it's quite sad for me, because I obviously wanted to know the person personally. Obviously, it's really tragic what happened to him. I think I said in the biography that I just did that Elton John said that, David said that just as well as Mark died when he did, because if he lived on, he would have suffered and, grown old, but grown chubby and gone into himself, and because I think once he around the cusp of his demise, I think he was on the rise again almost, or that's probably what he believed, but I don't know. So they were both starred in movies. Well, David did, but like Labyrinth and other things, The Man Who Sold the World. Mark was in Born to Boogie in 71 or something, and it's only one film with Ringo Starr, who is Bolan's godfather. So these both books, I think primarily this one, goes into what was like in Live Aid and John Lennon and other famous people, not just David. When he goes through the journey of the tours and stuff, he encounters a lot of celebs, hence why a lot of affairs with famous people. And he travels a lot compared to Mark, who didn't. They both sort of broke through America. David travelled a lot. He had a lot of homes elsewhere, including Haddon Hall in London, which isn't there anymore. It's converted into flats, apparently. I read. Obviously, I don't live in London, and probably wouldn't want to now because it's quite dangerous. A lot of shootings. I think there's about 38 in the space of a year of this year. Because I know if you watch the news a lot, all you see is murders and shootings. That's all you see, which is quite scary. So yeah, they both dabbled in drugs and obviously sexual acts, which obviously standard really for musicians to do such a thing when they start up. David dabbled into occultism and like at one point Nazism or whatever you call it, where he apparently did a Nazi salute. If I find a picture. Yeah, like that, but he said that apparently it wasn't, it was just like a wave. His rumoured obsession with Hitler with an apparent Nazi salute in Victoria Station, London, May 1976. But apparently he said it was a wave, so I think this picture was taken by some Monty Python guy. I'm not sure if it was or not, I can't remember. But also similarities is that the chapters in here is just like either lyrics to Mark Bolan or just like a tributes to his lyrics in chapter beginner form, and this one is in date form, like 1976, 1980, which obviously correspond to his events in his life. I think that's all I've covered. If I've missed anything, then comment down below. I probably have. I don't know. Again, the reason I wanted to do this today, 2 videos in one day, because obviously it was, for me, I finished this book a couple of days ago and it was fresh in mind, so I wanted to do a review today and also the comparison video today as well. So if you read the book, then if you read either of these books, tell me what you thought. Maybe you enjoyed them. It doesn't matter if you're not, because everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and for me, I really do like her as an author. And also, I appreciate her attaining information from sources, so I really do. I'm hoping one day they'll do a Boy George biography. I haven't seen one about, so that'd be quite interesting. Other biographies that I'm looking forward to is, I know very off topic, well not really off topic, but on the subject of music, but not in the 70s era, is Villa Fallow, biography of him. That'd be quite cool, from autobiography. I'd be interested in that. Another one is Shane Filan. I know he's got one out, I think, but it was like a couple of years ago now, but I'm still wanting to get that. And also there's George Michael, which there's a biography out there which I want to do. It's Villa. And there is Chester Bennington, obviously I want to do that. Obviously he's not alive anymore, but I love to read a biography. That'd be nice. So I'm hoping to get an iTunes card soon so I can download more songs onto my iPod, because the songs on my iPod is getting quite tiresome now, listening to the same old songs. Hence why I always do a shuffle on my iPod, and I tend to listen to my iPod at night because of some people snoring in the background, which is quite annoying, but I don't mind. Well, I do because I'm earplugs in. So I'm hoping to download Black Star by David Bowie, because who knows, I might actually like that one, because apparently it's all dark and a bit gloomy. Obviously it's the last album that he did, and quite ominous, quite strange one, and it was like a couple of days after his birthday, so it'd be nice. Also, there are like a lot more songs, not off any particular album that I want, like Green Day and all that. So, and there's a new band that I've discovered called We Are the Fallen, which is a bit like Evanescence and Lacuna Coil mashup, and it's because of Hunter's Grace. So I want to thank her for that, for Jasmine from doing that really nice cover of what was that song called? I can't remember the song called, but it's one of their big ones, big hits. So yeah, that's. See, what did I tell you about my ramblings, eh? What did I tell you? But yeah, anyway, that's the comparison video. If you think I missed anything, then don't hesitate to comment down below. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe if you like as well. That'll help me, because I love doing videos. It keeps me sane and it gives me something to look forward to. Because my life isn't exactly great at the moment. But yeah, as I said, my next video will be, my next book review video will be Queen of the Damned, which I aim to complete by October as a challenge. And it's the first time I've reading Queen of the Damned. I'm only a little bit in. As you say, it's a massive book, and it's by Anne Weiss, so obviously it's going to take me a while to read. So obviously I've seen the movie, so I might be doing this, I'll be doing a comparison video between the movie and the book. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and thank you for sticking around. Hope you understand, and thank you, and good night.